Yeah, I think the key data to look at here may not be the individual month's registration, but the order backlog we're seeing in Europe. Europe currently still has an order backlog between 6 and 8 months on average. And so cars that are being delivered in January were actually ordered last summer. And that explains why, despite weaker macro, we're still seeing really positive trends in the European auto sector.
Really interesting then. So on a forward-looking basis, might not be as positive. One thing I do want to pick up on, though, is Renault and Volkswagen sales outperformed. And in your commentary, you've talked about the fact that 2022 was a year that favored premium car makers over mass producers. Given the data that's just come out showing strong performance for Renault and Volkswagen, does that change in 2023?
Yes, we favored the premium OEMs for quite a while now, but I think that run is about to end. If you look at the stocks, I'd say more affordable cars and also OEMs that are geared to the volume recovery on the other side of the demand weakness, like Volkswagen, like Stellantis, like Renault possibly, are becoming more attractive equities.
Yeah, Daniel, let's talk just about the carrying of inventory, which has certainly been a case for some of these autos as well. Could this year perhaps be somewhat of a breakthrough year? And I mean, can that last? Will the demand just kind of stay up a little bit this year, you expect?
Yeah, I think the backdrop really is that Europe should have been producing like 14, 15 million cars, but it is only producing 10 million cars a year right now for the Western European markets. And I think that's the key to look at. And this will enable OEMs, to your point, to make switches in the distribution to go to more direct-to-consumer sales, which will also give them more control about price. And if you want to draw kind of an conclusion from all of this, it really is that the auto sector is looking at value over volume now, and it's more around driving the price, controlling the price, than it is putting more volumes out there just for the sake of volumes.
Yeah, so discipline becomes the key word. It's certainly a sentiment we also saw from the likes of Ford and even General Motors in the US pointing out that discipline needed to be a key factor. Do you think that that's going to be the messaging that we need to hear from a lot of these auto manufacturers throughout this year as well?
Yeah, investors have been really skeptical of that message, the value over volume message. But I think we're going to see many more proof points this year that that is true. And if you look at the newest production data, it certainly seems that OEMs, while January was really good, I think overall on the year, we're only expecting a low to mid single-digit growth number in the automotive sector in Europe, but also globally. And so it really does seem that they are heeding what they've been talking about for the past couple of quarters.